Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. This is your Golden Radiance Bold Beginnings Tarot reading. So this is a series of readings. There is a playlist under my playlist with all of these specific readings, the Golden Radiance readings. The cover is the same, just with the name changed every single time, so you'll be able to find them easily through all of my videos. I can't remember which one we're on here. This might be number 4. I can't remember. I got a whole bunch of them. Every week I'm trying to put one out, so you'll be able to follow along the whole series. I think there might be 10 videos in this series. I should have counted them before I started talking about it, but here we are. We'll know how many when we get to the end. There we go. So while I'm giving the cards a quick shuffle, I'm just going to remind you to click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, let me know you were here, say hello. I am inches away from the magic numbers of monetization. So if you wouldn't mind and you enjoyed this content, I would love for you to subscribe and engage with my videos, because that really helps a lot, because the more people who engage with the video, the more YouTube will push that video out to people who aren't subscribed and don't know who we are. So all of your favorite content creators, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And even share if you want, like into your community posts, so that other people who follow you and know who you are might see it. And that really, really helps if you want to help your favorite content creators. If you don't like us and you're hate watching, that's great too. Thanks for the watch hours. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, and stick around to the end, because I always put end cards so that you can see some other videos that might be related that you might enjoy. So if you stick around to the end, you will see that I do have a membership as well. Just got that going. If you join, I would love that. And once I have 5 members, I'm going to start doing members only live calls and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. So this is a 4-card reading. So we will get started. I know that was a big, but I was shuffling and I don't like to sit in silence and shuffle. So I was like jibber jabber while I shuffle. Okay, what do we have here? What bold intention should I set at this time? Oh, the devil. I bet a lot of people are sitting here very confused right now. I'm not. Your bold intention is to release your addictions. Release whatever it is that you have shackled yourself to. Because you can see here, you see, they are handcuffed to each other. We should maybe cover their little nakeds, the little nakeds. Yeah. So the devil is about being shackled to something. It is, whenever this card comes up, I always ask people, what's the addiction? What are you addicted to? And a lot of people will say, nothing. How dare you? I'm so offended. You know, what makes you think I'm a crack addict? And I'm like, well, I didn't say that. Didn't say that. But then I've had some very, very, very clever and intelligent and smart, insightful clients when I ask that question, who will say exactly what it is they're addicted to. And most of the time, it's the story they're telling themselves. It's the story they're telling themselves. So what bold intention should I set at this time? Release the belief in the story that you've been telling yourself all this time and create a new story. That's it. You have shackled yourself to a story. It's usually limiting beliefs that you can't do this because of this, or you're not worthy of this because of this, and you know, all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to go totally rogue here right now. So a guy that my husband is pals with, he just had a girl break up with him. A grown woman. He discovered that she had moved on before she had moved on. Okay, so she's had a boyfriend, her new boyfriend, longer than they've been split up. Yeah, good times, good times. And, you know, what she told him when she left him is, you are too nice. You're too nice. So I had a conversation with my 17-year-old son about this, because, you know, he's starting to look at girls and go, oh, I think I might like to spend some time with one. And I said, you know, there's a lot of women out there who are not capable of being treated well because they don't have the self-worth and they don't have the self-esteem to be treated well. Okay. So in order to, you know, everybody wants a good guy, and then they get a good guy and then they dump him because it's uncomfortable to be treated well. So to bring us back to the addiction and the story we tell ourselves is that, are you telling yourself you're not worthy of the love you desire? Are you telling yourself you're not worthy of the life you desire? Are you telling yourself you're not worthy of the relationships, the work, the excitement in a life that you desire? If you are, stop it. Change the script. If you need help with that, we can do a tapping session together. I love doing tapping with my clients because it gives them something to do every single day without me. You know what I mean? We do it together. I write custom scripts based on each thing that my client is experiencing and wants to change. And then we work on it together. We do a session and go through all of it together. And then I send you the scripts so you can do it every day until the problem's solved or things have shifted or whatever, and you're ready for the new batch of scripts. So yeah, that is something, if you feel like you don't know how to release this story you're telling yourself, let's work on that together. Okay. All my contact information is in the description of this video. And the reason I'm kind of pushing this on this is because this is a big card. This is big. This is urgent. This is like somebody needs to make a big move today. So that's why I'm kind of pushing this. Like, if you need help with this, reach out. We can talk about it and then see about getting you set up with a session where we can take those first steps to help you, change everything that you're thinking and believing about yourself so that you can then work towards the life you desire. The life you desire may change. You may actually decide that the life you believe you desire today is not the life you actually want once we've started dealing with all of this stuff. So there we go. Okay. That's a bold intention. Yeah. Pick one of the boldest cards of the deck to talk about that one. So our next card is, what resource or strengths do I have to support this intention? The Tower. This is huge. Okay, this is gonna be a big reading. All right. So the question again, what resources or strengths do I have to support this intention? You have the ability to literally go scorched earth and feel really good about it. And if you don't, get good with it, because oftentimes the only way to actually achieve what we want to achieve here is to go scorched earth. And the Tower is, everybody's like, oh my God, my world is going to fall apart. No, that's not what the Tower means. And I wish people would stop teaching it that way. The Tower actually means an intentional dismantling. You are in control. You are empowered. You are making the decisions and you are making the moves to dismantle things in your life that aren't serving you anymore. And sometimes that's your whole life. The guy I was just talking about, he wants to close up his house and move to get away from any memories of this woman. And I'm like, why are you giving her so much power over your life? Why are you giving her this power? Like, you're not the bad guy in this, so let her go. But you see what I'm saying? But he wants to just pack up his whole life and move away and not ever have to come face to face with anything that's gone on with this girl. And it's like, well, we all have to come face to face with ourselves. And sometimes that's our failed relationships as well. And maybe he's just a bad picker. Maybe he's just not really good at picking girls with self-esteem, because we do find that too sometimes, but that people tend to be attracted to a certain kind of person over and over and over. And when you change your story and you change the story you're telling yourself, you are no longer attracting those people, nor are you attracted to them. Okay. So this is a little bit of dismantling of yourself, could be a little bit of dismantling of your life. But if we're going to change the script and change the story that we've been addicted to and telling ourselves over and over and over, and trust me, we all do it. I do it. When I'm having a bad day, you should hear the stories I tell myself about myself. I'm not a big fan of me when I'm having a bad day. So I get it. I'm not sitting here in judgment at all. I'm just saying I recognize it. I know the path out of it, and I can help you with that. Okay? There we go. That's all you need to know. Tough love. Always tough love. Always tough love. And so we have our third card. What potential challenges might I face with this intention? Just a little struggle of getting going and wrapping your emotions around it. Things are going to feel icky at first. You might feel a little bit lost. You might feel confused, like you don't know what to feel. That's okay. Feel nothing then. Or feel it all. But we're starting a new emotional journey. because our thoughts create our emotions. So when we change our thoughts, we change our emotions. Sometimes that's really uncomfortable for people, and they immediately revert back to what's comfortable, the devil you don't, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Interesting. So, you know, I see a lot of people take a step forward and then take 2 steps back because they're terrified of this new feeling. Get good with the unfamiliar. Get good with the uncomfortable. You know, lean into it. Embrace it. Make it yours. Boss that. Step up and boss your emotions. Boss your way through it if that's what you need to do. But don't be afraid of whatever new emotional journey you may be on and discovering yourself on. And just embrace it, enjoy it. And like I said, in this community, we're supportive of all of it. So if you are, you know, holy smokes, this new feeling is scaring me, reach out. Just reach out and we'll chat. And we'll as I say, we'll talk you off the ledge. We'll talk you off the ledge. So number 4, what actions can I take to bring this intention to fruition? And again, baby tarot readers, the reason I'm reading the questions out at least once is so that you can write them down and do this spread for yourself. Okay, this is good practice for you. We have, so what actions can I take to bring this intention to fruition? This is fantastic. Lean back into your experience. When you're feeling this uprising of an unfamiliar emotion, perhaps think back in your life to when you've experienced this before. Was it the first day on a new job? Was it the first day at a new school? Was it the first day learning something new? Was it the first day of class? Like anything, whatever, where you've experienced like new emotions, uncomfortable, unfamiliar emotions, tap into that. Because you survived that, you will survive this. Trust me. You've survived everything. You have a 100% survival rate. Did you know that? 100% of your days you have survived, no matter what they looked like or what they felt like. So take that experience and say, if I can survive that, I can survive the next thing, and embrace it and survive it with joy. You know, I always say to people, if Britney Spears can get through 2008, you can get through this. I said that for the first time when I was in a hot yoga class, and I didn't know if I was going to throw up or cry or maybe pass out. I don't know. It was a lot. I'm not a hot yoga person, I've discovered, but I did it because it was available. And I just remember the instructor was like a drill sergeant. But the thing is, when she wasn't teaching, she was so lovely and sweet and full of hugs and joy and, you know, all of it. But in the middle of it, she's a drill sergeant, but like a positive drill sergeant. Like I remember, you know, sort of struggling, and she leaned down and she's yelling at me, "You can do this. I believe in you. Let's do this together." You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, why are you yelling at me? I'm just trying to survive, right? But it was really positive reinforcement because, you know, what I did was like, okay, I'll show you, right? My usual petty energy. But when I was thinking to myself, you know what, Britney Spears survived 2008, I can survive the next 45 minutes. Okay, so that's the kind of energy we want to be bringing to our lives right now. There's a lot of very uncomfortable things. I'm going to talk about the Charlie Kirk thing. I've already said everything I have to say at this time about him. It's in another video on my channel, so go look for it. But the shifts in our society that we've seen in the last couple of weeks is nothing short of remarkable. That the churches are packed. People are starting to pay attention. People are starting to listen and learn and hear things that might be uncomfortable. Now imagine if I saw a video of a guy, it was the sweetest thing. He's like, my wife bought me this suit for our anniversary. He's like, you know, we've worked really hard and we're blessed and we've got a little bit of money coming in now, so we can do some extra things. My wife bought me this suit. It wasn't an expensive suit by most standards, but I'm sure for them, it was what they could afford, and they tapped themselves a little bit to get there so that he could have a nice suit. And what he kept saying is, my wife made me feel really good. My wife made me feel like $1 million. The suit is making him feel like $1 million, but he's giving that to his wife. And then he said he's never been to church in his life, and that Sunday he was going to take his kids and his wife to church. That was probably an incredibly uncomfortable experience. If you've never been to something like that, you have no idea what you're walking into, you have no idea what's going on. It's probably kind of uncomfortable. To that I say, embrace it all. So that's just an example. Whatever new stuff you're going to start doing, whatever new emotions you're going to tap into, new life, new pathways, whatever it is, embrace the discomfort. Make it part of the adventure. Make it part of the journey, because you overcoming the discomfort to get onto the path, that's where the magic lies. Because if you won't get over the discomfort, you'll never achieve anything. So there we go. There we go. There is your reading. This is kind of big. I always think we're going to have a nice little fluffy reading. Nope. We're going for the jugular these days. It's the time of year. It's the time of year for all of this. So release everything. If you, like I said, if you need some support with that, reach out. And please don't forget to click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, let me know you were here. And as ever, have a magical day.